Okay. I don't go ahead and try to do everything yourself. Let's see if you can handle it. Oh, it works. Beautiful. Huh. You did it yourself, didn't you?
Yes.
I see. Very nice. Very good job. Let's go to the pie chart now. Now that I know you guys know how to deal with it, so let's get into the real stuff. We finished with the installation, and now we want to get work done. Okay, so we really have the basic stuff. I will add the user. The user I will extend. I kind of took away some stuff there, so we can get going and to start building. And then later on we will handle other things in the user. For now, what we really want to do is we have an application called education, and it's really empty. So we're going to do the process we did with the Fab House. Okay, you remember that? Is that right? We have the home page, and that's going to be our main one. And we can theoretically, okay, we getting the company name, as you can tell, from the object, the way we typed it in the data in the table. And then we have some stuff here. And we write the institution name and blah, blah, blah. But basically, how we started, if you remember, Daniel, and why I don't see how can I see your browser? I don't see your browser. Yeah. If we go to, when you go to the Richie website, okay, we go to the Richie website. So you will find it. Yeah, this is the website. Really is a nice one. We've done really a lot of very beautiful stuff and a lot to learn from it. But we want to go and get it start. Let's see what this one takes us to. And they do have a demo. Don't remember where's the demo. Yeah, this is really setting it up. We're not going to do that. I did that, by the way, and we don't need it. But I do want to go here back. But they have a demo somewhere. A link to here we go. Check out the demo. So let's go to the demo. And in my opinion, the best way to do it is just do it the way we did the Fab House. Although theoretically we should really do everything the way they did it. But as I mentioned, in their stuff, it's the certain thing. There's an here we go. Why is it here? That's changed in my opinion. Used to be another place. The demo. Not, never mind. It's already crucial. We want to take this page and do it like we did in the Fab House. And how did we do it in the Fab House? We just went over here, copy the whole things. Is that right? Control A, Control copy. And believe it or not, the truth of the matter, if you follow, you look at the recommendation about React, they tell you can do that. I'm going to remove the whole things here from the body contact. So this is really the whole website, right? If you think about it. I don't really need the body, the HTML, because those one we have in the base. But so I can really remove this one. By the way, it's holding on the HTML there. And let's look at how the website will look like. By the way, if you look at the zero, in the zero, we have all of those. We have the header. Inside the header, we have some stuff. And the truth of the matter, if we want, We have extra for meta. So if I really want to do is I can take this one and by the way, in the education, we don't really touch those ones. We have only the contact, but we can go here and we can take the stuff in the head and just put them there for now. I don't really need that one. See that? I don't need that one. And we played with that. Is that right, Daniel? Jeremiah?
Yes.
We played with
Yes.
that a lot. You are expert now. Is that right? You should be expert by now. Okay, this is something we did a lot. And in fact, the way we start, at least to get a sense to what's happening here, you can take the whole stuff that are in the head. Then we put it in the right place eventually, but we don't really need the head and the body. Okay, and this part, you can just move right to here. So for now, at least whatever was in the head, we remove. This is supposed to be in the body, under the body. And there's a lot of stuff we don't even understand what the heck is happening here. But everything is like in the original page. And let's try run it and see if we see something. Correct? So we go back to, where's the browser?
The last one.
This one?
The last one.
The last one. This one? This one. Okay, good. So let's go back to here and refresh. And that should be updated. You see, we're getting really a lot of stuff. It's working. Okay, here, of course, it's not working. It's supposed to be a field. And that probably has a reason why not. But contact us, it's there. There's some other things that are missing. Let's close this one. See, sign in, it's missing. Sign up is missing. They are there, probably, and they are not generated because we need to add the functionality of logins and all of that. There is something here and it's not showing for some reason. Rest are showing, if you can see. This one, if we look here, this one are there. The poly will take me to somewhere, but it's not going to work, of course, because there's no, I don't have that page there. We'll fix that pages. We'll get there. Okay, we have courses, we have categories. You see the links is working in the right way. And we will change as Django is supposed to be. This one we have to fix. Contact us is probably just a link. So this one is fine. We have the image here. We can log down. Oh, we have this one, which is nice. It is working. Oh, we have the picture here. You see, we already have a web page that is working. There's certain things are not working, and we want to work it and to work like Django. The reason is I didn't take their code because they are using the React, and I don't like the React for many reasons. I'm not wrong. A lot of people don't. And I don't really think you need it with Django. And the way the React is working, it has its own server side, meaning React doesn't really work with Python. And the way they kind of doing it here, it's like you have React on the client communicating to another server, which connect to the Django in a certain way, which is really not natural, and it's not really the way it's supposed to work. And I don't know why people went that way, but we don't really care about other people. Is that right? This is really cool, isn't it? What do you say, Jeremiah?
Yes, it's cool.
How do we go about it? Let's help everybody. We did all of that stuff. I'm recording the session. Hopefully I'm not losing any ranks. And what do you say? Should we start the recording all over? What do you say? Or we'll clean up the recording. Let's say, I hope it will come out. I'm afraid to lose it. It's a very important recording. Anyway, how do we go about it? And you guys are expert by now, is that right? We would like, see, the meta is part of The meta is a part of the header. And how do we know that? Because in the zero, we have a meta, we have a link too. So what we can do, even take this one, go back to the home and put another block and be even nicer, take the links. And let's see how the other pages works. We might, okay, so those are the links. And by the way, the links, this is really cool because the way they do it, they're using React and the React collecting all their styling in one place. So we can take advantage of it. We don't really care. When we add our stuff, we just add it there. For now, we're really not doing anything. It's just stuff that they are cementing in a sense, if you want to think about it. Stuff that everybody should be expert by now. Is that right, Daniel?
Yes.
This is easy stuff. We have several meta. Maybe some of them will remove. We don't need. We'll see. For now, we'll see which stuff we do need, which stuff we don't need. But there's some links they are using. And maybe also, moreover, see this one, I don't know where they're going. For now, I'm not missing those images. We'll see later on what are those images are about. By the way, they're using SVG, which is a very interesting format. There's some images. By the way, all of those are links, yeah? So I can move them out of here. They shouldn't be here. And try to be kind of, I think those one will repeat in every page. Versus of the Feb house that they had different things, they use WordPress in Feb house. These guys are using much more elaborated system to build up this website. This is much, much better. This website is 10 times better. Those guys that did that one, they did excellent job, by the way. So, but we want to do it in a way we have 100% control, and we want to do it in our way and take advantage of the beautiful stuff other people have done. That's being smart. Okay, you see how we have all the meta organized. So we can say, well, this is good. We have the first two things. Sorry. Yeah, you see, your computer is annoying. It doesn't let me do what I can do on mine. I can do all of them in one time. On your computer, you cannot do it, but that's okay. We haven't done anything, by the way. Did you notice, guys?
Yes.
We haven't really done anything yet. We just nicely removed from the body the meta and we removed the other one, but basically we didn't really do anything. Okay, just make it looks like more organized. By the way, if you see, you have an image here and it's connecting to this PNG. And this is part that I don't really like because this is like they are using this one from, and that's maybe one of the reasons we're not getting there something, because this page, this one is connecting React to the Django behind the scene. We'll have to learn how to fix it, and we'll wait. Okay, we simply will go directly to their website and see what this image is about, and we deal with it as we go along. Okay. Let's leave all the rest for now and move on, and then we'll deal with it. By the way, SVG is a special format for images. Beautiful. When it came out, I almost said this is going to be a big success. I wasn't wrong, thank God. It came out in 2005, if I recall. And whoever want to study SVG, you're more than welcome. At the time, I really did study. Even I bought a big book on that. I haven't touched this for many years. but I might refresh my mind. This really look weird. This is picture, believe it or not. So they're using what they call vector. So I don't really care as long as it works. So all of that part, I don't really care. I have an SVG images. Okay, all of that is SVG. Basically, it's a code for the picture. I don't really care. Move on. By the way, this one we might do differently. For now, I'm not going to touch it. Okay. There's a picture here, and we need to explore where is that coming from. It's probably coming from the link to that website. But now we're using our website. That's maybe why we're not seeing it, correct? So we will have to start understanding how this website is really working. Let's click on this one. And let's see the structure, try to understand. And then we have a script. So, and then there's another script. Okay, there's another script. Okay, this is the whole web page, by the way. Interesting, isn't it?
Yes.
By the way, this is a library. This is one of their libraries that needs to be copied to us, otherwise ours will not work. Remember that, Daniel?
Yes.
So how do we go? Let's go see this one. It's a code that is here, okay? This one, we don't really need to touch. This one, we don't need to touch because it's a code they have written here. And by the way, we probably don't need it. It already has to, it's helping the React, and we're most likely going to delete it at some point. But I don't really care about this one because this is a hard code here. This one is a whole library that I must have. It is not there. And therefore, a lot of things will not work. We can always copy the whole things. It's never gonna really hurt, okay? And we need to download it. And by the way, this is definitely created by React. In fact, I do know that this is the way they do it, okay? So we need to bring that one to be part of our JavaScript. So let's look at the way we design our structure. We have the header part. This is ours now. We have in the body, if you have a good eye, you'll remember the way we designed it. We have some part for the content, and we have a block that we add for JavaScript that we can add. And by the way, we can add we can add other things of JavaScript that we want and add it here. It will not hurt. Okay. There's another place we use for Java stuff, and we're not going to touch it for now. It's this part. We can put a code that will be activated when the page is downloaded. Okay. But what I recommend for this one, let's start with this one. Like, I would even make another one here, frankly. It's cannot hurt, by the way. And keep one for, I will do reach even, or we can even call it, no, you know what? I take it back. If I need, I will add. Okay. If I need, I will add one. Okay. For now, let's just keep it this one. I'm going to take this one and go back to the home page. And I want to put all that kind of a script, this part. Okay. I can basically do it in this way. I really didn't do anything. I just put it separately in a separate block. Everybody got it? Fair enough?
Yeah.
Okay, the truth of the matter, I can really put all of them there. Because they really should be there. No, not this one, sorry. On the script, I'm not really doing anything, it's just organizing it so that I know all my JavaScript are sitting here. And I'm well organized, so, but it's not going to change anything. The truth of the matter, so far I have done nothing. I just reshuffled the places the things are inside. Oh yeah, what did I do? Did I screw up something here? I think I screwed up something, didn't I? Yeah, this part shouldn't be here. This part should be outside. And it will put it inside by himself, yeah? I don't need to put it down. And I can just move this one out. I'm missing one. Shoot, I did a mess. So let me bring it back. Make sure that I got everything's there. 1, 2, I need one more. Should be one more. Yeah, okay. Let me take the whole things out of here. Control. I'm trying to put that only the div or only the body of the document really will be there. And that's really where most of our job going to be done. So those JavaScript, I'll put them in a separate block. And when I'm done with them, I'm done. I don't have to deal with them. So I'm going to put this one here as well, and I'm done with the JavaScript. This one I have to deal with. I have to download this library and put it in my static and read it from my static and see that it works. Okay, let me explain what I mean by that. And I think Jeremiah and Daniel have done it a lot, and that would be very good help to each one of you guys. If we go back to their webpage, okay, and I go to here, this one, this is ours, this
Yes.
is theirs, and I'm going to do right click and view source. And by the way, I was just going to Control F, and I will go to script just to find where I have my script. By the way, this is the first script, as you can tell, and there's another. There's few of them there. In fact, you can see there's few of them. This is one. By the way, this has to do with the languages. We might not need it. We will do it with Django CMS. We have Django CMS, so we do it ourselves. But for now, I'm not going to touch, and you can tell the one consistent. They had it twice, shouldn't be twice. This is really the one we just copied. And this is really the one that I care about. I'm going to click on it, and you will see I'm getting a file. This is really basically a file. I'm going to do right click and save it. Is that right?
Yes.
And save as. And where we're going to put it? It should let me put it in a place. And this is so crucial now that you guys follow up. Very, very important. Okay. And I'm going to go into the infs, and I'm going to go into the project. I'm going to go into the high school, and I'm going to go into the high school again. And we really should have a static file here. Let me just double check on my computer the way I do it on Academy City. Bear with me a second. Let me, no, that's okay. I can put it anywhere I want really, but I'll put it internally. I usually like to put one in the same level as X. So I'm going to add a static here. A new directory. And call it static. That's a special directory, really. And under that one, I'm going to call that one GS, new. And we're going to make a directory, another one. I'm going to call it GS for JavaScript. Fair enough? And then I'm going to go back to where I'm trying to save this one. I'm going to go into the highlight, high school, and here is my static, and here is my GS, and I'm going to keep it the same name, save. Now, I'm going to close here, and if I go here to mine, by the way, this is mine. If I do right click and view page, you will see I have a problem. Let's do again, search, Control F, and script. I will have also, well, first of all, I have menu there. Much more, I didn't put the, what? Okay, and I don't know why I have one extra, but that's okay. See, if I click here, nothing will come out, like on their website. In fact, I do. Why? It's referring me to, that's interesting. It's referring me to their website. But that's not the way I want it because, hold a second. Oh, this is interesting. How come that shouldn't be giving me that? Interesting. Let me try to do something else. I really shouldn't be able to. Let me try it. Bear with me a second. Yeah, I shouldn't really get any. Shouldn't work, but it does. Yeah, it does. In fact, this is probably linked. They're doing something very interesting. But I'm not going to keep it that way, of course, because they might change the library and I don't want to mess up. We will end up. One second, sorry. אימאן בשיעור מה קורה? בעמוד. Okay, so this is very interesting. In fact, I really like it. I told you, those guys are very smart. But we're not going to put it here. We're going to change this one to go to R static. And how to add static, we already know, don't we? Is that right, Daniel?
Yes.
We know already how to add static here. And the way we're going to do it is just go all the way down here. We're going to remove this one, put it on this strange, is that right? And then we're going to write do you remember it by heart? URL static. I always like to copy for myself. I never remember by heart. Do we have the other projects of we probably did something like that. Maybe not. Let me see in the templates. If in the base that I have here something like that, Control F, static. No, I didn't. Let me see here. Maybe, no, in fact, I didn't really put anything here. Yeah, this one I just inherit from whatever they have done. And hold a second. Yeah, this one, I simply didn't. I don't think I used any here or here. On Academy City, I have everything's there. Let's open another. Can you open the thread? I think in the thread we have a how do you, in fact, you know what? I can really look it up here. Let me open it up here. I never really remember anything by heart. Okay, you got it? Hold a second. I will, in a second, I will find example I used. I think we used static in somewhere. That was me a second. In the deep bidding, we use it in the deep biddings. I have plenty of those examples. Just bear with me a second. And I'll go back to this one. To this one. I should have plenty of them. Yeah, here we go. As I said, I always forget how to, and that's very simple. Probably now I won't forget it. So let's go back to the home. And where did I start writing it? Yeah, I think here. Good. This is what it should be. Static, just the word static. I don't need the URL. Only static. And then I need double parentheses. And since we are putting it in the static right under that we have GS slash, and we put a file name. So we can remove all of that stuff, right? All of the stuff. Okay, just copying this part. Everybody with me?
Yes.
Yes.
Good. So I just copy that there and putting it here. And now this really should work the same way. And to test that it's working, it's just simply going back to here. And this is theirs, this is ours. And refresh the screen. Okay, first of all, I don't know if it works because it's JavaScript, we're not using any JavaScript. Okay, but we can do right click and view page source. When we go down now, okay, where it's supposed to be, there it is. Okay, everybody see this is the new link, is that right?
Yes.
Let's click on it, let's see if it works. And it doesn't, why? No, I think this one is going the other direction. Am I right? No, this is fine, isn't it? One second, yeah, it's fine. So, why it doesn't like me? Because the static is probably not in the right place. The static is not here. 1, 2, 3. I have 3. And there must be a second. Move this one out. Let's see if we take it now. Yeah, why is not moving? Okay. Okay. Let's see if that will like me now. Control C. I think I know why. In fact, I really didn't need to do that. I probably didn't start the server. But it should work from there too. Come on. Okay, good. Let's close this one. Close this one. Go to here. Refresh. Okay. Right click. View page source. And Control F. Script. And let's go down. Down. Here we go. So let's see if that one will work now. No, it doesn't like me. I'll figure it out. It should be on the same level. Bear with me a second. Do it one more time. That's the way it's on Academy City. So let me take that one back. Okay. Okay. Control F. Script. Okay. Let's see if this one will take it this time. Yeah, it does. Okay, beautiful. So, in fact, now we're really reading the JavaScript from our from our computer. Okay, and if you see, this is really this is what we call like shrink JavaScript because it's so hard to read it. But who cares? What they really try to do is to make sure all the code will be as condensed as possible. By the way, if you have a good eye, you will see a lot of semicolon. Semicolon like here, it's separating lines. You don't really have it in Python. JavaScript, you can put a semicolon like a new line. Okay, so you'll see a lot of those, and that's allowed them to condense the whole code. But from our point of view, we're happy because we're done with the JavaScript. It's the right way. We have the code in our computer, and we are not depending on her code or link to their code. One of the important things. The other things is you can see all those stuff here, all the links. The links are basically like, pictures, or there's a CSS, and we want to put them in some place, or maybe we'll even put them in a database. Okay, if I click on this one on their website, okay, I'm basically getting a library, which I also would like to keep in my, I want to keep it in my static file. See, in the static, we don't want to put it under here. We'll make another directory here. And we create a new one. Folder. Daniel, you know all of that stuff, is that right?
Yes.
Can I give it to you to do it? I think so. I think you have that ability. You already have done more complicated than that. So I'm saving this file there. And now the truth of the matter is, instead of linking to their website, like in here, I would like to change our code as we did with the JavaScript. As we did with the JavaScript, I will just copy this one. And we go to the link on the top. We are well organized, by the way, now. We know exactly where our code is because all the links are on the top. The truth of the matter, we can even move them to the base later on, maybe if all of them are the same. Instead of here, we can basically put this one here and remove all the other code because we want it to be sitting on our computer. And the truth of the matter, what we need is really this address move to be there, and then everything should be fine. Fair enough. I just taking this one here and putting it here. So we'll go to the CSS where we put the stuff there. Yeah, I don't need that one here. That should work. That should really put it in the right place and really it's from our computer now. Okay, let's try it and see if we were right. By the way, with CSS, if you really do have to start the server all the time, which is annoying. But you do it one time. After we move all of that stuff, you will see those libraries, because the way they work and they work nicely, you won't have it. It's probably will put it in the main one because all of those stuff will repeat themselves. So let me go back to here. I'm going to refresh. And I'm going to do right click. Is that right?
Yes.
Your source page. And by the way, here we go. This is still linked to them. This is links to ours. Let's see if we're getting it. Click. And beautifully work. Is that right?
Yes.
It's really like we're stealing, isn't it? But they really allow you to steal. In fact, you downloaded all the code. They're even giving you how to build it. But I'm not going to do that because they're using React and I don't want to use React. And I'm surpassing everything's there. Let me see what happened when I click on this one. This is the image. Is that right? Can I do the same things for the image?
Yes.
Definitely yes. Is that right? Can I do the same with any one of those images? And there's another one, small one. Everything. How about this one? What is it? That seems, I don't know. What is it? Let's see. Click. He downloaded the file. Did you see that, Daniel?
Yes.
So you need to take that file, put it in another directory, probably other or whatever you do, and just put it there. Instead of this is an image. Let's see what this one is. This is also a file, probably. Yeah, I said this is the file. I told you SVG, it's literally, it's a graphical file, it's a special format. By the way, do right click and look at the code. It's really funny. Okay, it's hard to see here, but basically it's a lot of numbers. It's really vectors. So you don't see really a picture. You see that? It's only numbers. It's beautiful. I don't know if you're familiar with it, but it's really designed for pictures. So you can download that file, put it in the right place, and move on. Correct, Daniel?
Yes.
We're expert on that already. You are expert on that. Okay? So all those stuff, let's see this one also. By the way, this is a little more trickier. Okay? And fortunately, we don't need the logo. See, this is the logo, but you will not be able to download it this way. If you click on this one, you can, because localhost will be our computer, okay? And on our computer, you're not going to get it. So the only way you can get it, go to their demo, you right click and view page. And here you will be able to, the other things to download from them on the links. So if I will look only for all the links, Control F, and do link, and go one by one, you will be able to see this one. You should be able to, we did, this one we did. Let's go next, next. I think those one we did, PNG. You see this one, you will be able to download all of theirs. By the way, here you will not see localhost, for example. You got it?
Mm.
You will be able to download everything. It's like, let me see the one that we tried to download. What is that? That I mentioned, what I said. Let's look at this one, the logo. Let's find what the logo is. It's a PNG. From here, I won't be able to download it, of course. But from their website, I should be able to. Control F, Control V. And here it is. And by the way, might not go down. Interesting. You won't be able to, it's communicating to their, say from their website to the other. This is Django server for them. They have another server for React, which is extension with a port 3000. And they communicate between the two. For us, it will not work. This one will not work here either. So the only way to do it is to try, by the way, this is really the React server. So this one will not work for me either. And the only way I will maybe be lucky is to go to the web page and just do right click here. And I think this is the logo, if I'm not wrong. Let's see if this is it. Yeah, I think this is the logo. You see that? It's the only way you will be able to download those pictures. There's no other way. And I won't mess with that one until I get there and I realize that I cannot. For example, there's missing here something. There's a box here is missing. See that? Everybody see that? You will figure out what's going on. But for now, I will do, Daniel, what I recommend is to, by the way, sorry, my mistake, we moved it to here. Move that to here. Do we have it there? No, we don't. So we need to find out why we're not getting that box there. You got it?
Yes.
We're not getting this box here. And we will need to figure it out. Fair enough, Daniel?
Yeah.
You think you can give it a good massage and then we can continue?
You
That
can.
is, let's do it here, by the way, inspect. If we do it here and inspect, we see which component it is. It is a, how is that called? Div search input. Let's look for the search input. Let's do it here and do right click and do view page. And let's see if we can figure out why we're not really getting it. Control F, search, input. It doesn't. Okay, that would be interesting to see why. So let's do this, do this, do this, do this. And what I'm going to do is go back to here and it says plus search input. So let's say or input button as well. Let me close here and do right click, view page source, Control F, and search input. Yep. Why? How come? So let's see. Search Yeah, here we go. So we have a search here, a search title. And let's see on ours. We have a search. We do have everything here, by the way. It just doesn't show. So maybe this class is in a place that we didn't have an access or we didn't download the class. You got it?
Yes.
What is exactly the same as theirs? Well, we copied it that way. So we'll figure it out eventually. Okay?
Okay.
We'll find it out. Okay, what do we need to do, Daniel? We do right click, we go to the view source, we try to convert everything to be this way. The pictures, to put them in the static, you can do image directory and you put it under the image, not CSS, all those images. This one you can put other, so because this is a file. If you want, you can make, you can put the SVG under the images or make a separate one. This is an icon, so that's also you can do the same things. And later on, the next things to do is start understanding the structure of it. And you're an expert by now, is that right? Let's look at this part. Okay, this is a huge, remember we did it with the Fab house. It looks like, by the way, they are really nice here because they did this with Django. And since they did it with Django, everything is almost done for you. Is that right? You can tell this is a block of navigation, right? This is the navigation. You can learn a hell of a lot by doing it. And then you have another JavaScript stuff. By the way, you don't really need two. There are two. We remove one later on. Okay. And you can tell this is another block. You can tell this is the navigation, what for. And by the way, you can see the title, Persons, program, and you can learn a hell of a lot by just going over. This is one block. See that, the navigation? And internally, you have another div. And why is this div closed? Why it's closing all of those stuff? That means it's already organized nicely. And the way you can organize it nicely if you want, okay, one way to do about it, it's just to go this way, as I did once, if you remember. Then you'll be able to really have a follow. You know, this is the easiest way, by the way. And you do enter. And then the whole thing will line up nicely based on the logic of the structure. By the way, this one, really, it's a button. Okay, so please pay attention. Okay, and then you can just do that one and it will be already in the right place. It's already in the right place. Then you have an A inside the button, but you want it to be aligned the right way. It's already under the button, by the way, you can tell. Okay. And then as you go along, you really learn a lot of the whole structure of this web page. See, this is a div. And here I have an image. Okay, this is the logo. By the way, here you need the logo picture. And you can figure it out. By the way, this one you can find out. The truth of the matter, this one, as I said, we saw before, this one goes by itself. If you even put it on the browser, it will come by itself. Now, as we did with the Fab house, we do it only once. Later on, we can use the Fab house for a lot of times. See, this is your logo here. By the way, we really need to use our own logo. We have Academy City. You can put the Academy City logo there. Okay?
Yes.
Fine. And in fact, eventually we'll put it in a database. You know, that's what we're going to do eventually. Fair enough, Daniel?
Yeah.
By the way, here, see, it really, if you do it this way, it's really organizing your web page in a logical way that you really can understand what is every section. You see here you have, by the way, this is really, be careful on those ones. This is one piece. All of those ones. You see that? You see that, Daniel?
Yes.
Very tricky. Be careful. Because this is when it's a LI, which inside has a link. When you can click on news, okay? And you might even want to do it this way. That's what I would do if I were you. And see, I will make sure that I have everything's here the right way. This probably has, and be careful on those ones. Okay? Then you have another one. And that you can identify it on the page. Okay? But this is a little tricky. Be careful. Because you have a classes, and the classes should be separated. It has two classes, and eventually it has to be closed with this quotation mark. And then you have another like category. LI is really is another segment. And inside we have the A. You can, if you want, will be convenient. That's what that'll be also fine. Because you have the link. The A takes you to the right place. Got it? Now, by the way, this one we're going to change. Is that right? We will change it later on. This is going to the courses. This is going to the categories. We're going to change all of those. Fair enough?
Fair.
Not now. We'll do it later on when we have a good picture of the whole thing. So be careful on that one, Daniel. I recommend that you guys do it all together. Okay? Okay, Daniel. I recommend all of you will do it all together. The other things I want to make a test now to see how your Git works, to make sure that your Git works right. We have done all of that, correct? I want to see if your Git is working fine. Where's your Git?
It's
Here it is. And I'm going to do change directory /c /inv prog. Is that right? And then hi. Very good. Enter. And it tells me it is. And what I really want to do is git. What is the first command? Add. Is that right? Minus A. All the stuff you added to your program. A. Now it's adding everything. It's warning, blah, blah, because you are using Windows. If you didn't use Windows, I don't get that command coming, by the way. Now I'm going to do git commit minus M. Don't forget that. Okay. Now let's call it Richie. Let's all leave that one under Richie. I think this is the way you spell Richie, is that right?
no key.
Yeah. Like that. Let's okay, home. Let's call it home for now. So I put all of that under the same comment. And here we go. It has all those files, blah, blah, blah. And now I'm going to do git push. And come up, master. And let's cross our finger that everything goes fine. Okay, what did you say? Okay, let's do the same things. I have no idea why. Maybe somebody pushed already. I don't. Maybe we did with the Brenda. What the hell happened now? Oh. Gee. I hate- Now, how do you get out of it? I had that one. Out of this one now. I have no idea. It's saying that he's waiting for merge. Shit. Here we go. Type QA, QA, and gosh, I had this one. This is a nightmare. Okay, let me see how it works on mine. It seems like it did push. We'll see in a second. I'm gonna stop the sharing and share my screen. Yeah, see mine is there already. Git, and I'm gonna do pull. And see if I got your stuff now. Let's open mine and high school. And let's see what I got here. I don't see this. Yeah, I do. See? See that, Daniel?
Yes.
See how nice it is? This is the way
Yes.
it's supposed to work. Got it? This
Yes.
is really nice. This is the way it's supposed to work. You're doing the work. I'm downloading everything right away. And if I run my things, I should really see your screen the way it is there with Richie. Okay, it's empty on mine. I'm going to put an E here. And here is Richie. They're cool, isn't it?
Yes.
You like that?
Yeah.
So we deciding that nobody touches the Richie. You all work on the same computer, in my opinion. And Daniel, do go with them slowly. I would even record it if I were you. Okay?
Mhm.
And, you know, go over how you continue cleaning up the template. You know, you're working on, see the beauty? Everything is here. You see that? It's so nice. I updated with the new one. You see that? You did it on yours, and I got the whole things in the right place. It will be a nightmare to copy from one person to another. That's why I don't want a merge to be. Everybody works on a specific page, and that's it. So why don't you go over, make it to be straight line like we started here, by the way. You can tell, yeah, you see, you organize it nicely. Continue organizing the whole page, okay? And then we will continue. What is the timetable for today you guys have? I like that. Already, this is a big jump, by the way. This is something no way you could have done without the knowledge you acquired, which is impressive. Good. Uh, what do you say, guys? We let you walk and we meet tomorrow.
Yes.
Can you do it tomorrow? I would like to really get that one as quick as possible. So we'll have another to fix up the way our website looks. The Academy City, we want to use this one for Academy City. So you will figure out what is the image for the main page. We'll replace it. You got it?
Yes.
And now we have total control on everything. And then by next week, we can even can tell Jimmy, or maybe somebody can also help him, start offering that website to high schools. You know, Jerome maybe even can go and talk to someone in his high school, and we just need the first customer. After the first customer will be much, much easier. Okay, that's big jump. That's beautiful. And Brenda, I would recommend, I tell you what I recommend, that Daniel finish, work together, all of you, get that page organized the way we did the Fib house, okay, Jeremiah? And then after that, what I would do, Brenda, delete all your project, delete your, the environment, you know, you have also the environment, start from scratch, like you're installing the whole things from zero. And then see you have all the changes of Daniel, and make sure also that you do the git, remote, add, everything's perfect. And let's see how it works on your computer. And Jeremiah, since you already have everything's working, by the way, this is I would like, maybe you do a share and pull what Daniel has done.
No done.
Yeah, already you did it already.
Minus BC.
It is Daniel who's supposed to pull.
Is which computer we use now, Daniel or Jeremiah's?
Jeremiah.
Okay, it doesn't matter. So just do on another computer, okay? Okay, but I think you are in a level I can trust that you can do it right. Am I right?
Yes.
Beautiful. So can be posted during the day just to make me happy, okay? And tomorrow we'll continue because we really want to get, you know, the next stage is really, we want to do much smarter than those guys even have done. We're going to put the parameters in tables and design our database for the for academic purposes. And I will start transferring stuff from Academy City, and we utilize a lot of those functionalities. In the end of the day, we will move back to Academy City so we can put it on the server. And then everybody can work on it and we can add customers. Okay, have a good one.